So I just made it to the dispensary finally. It's fucking 12:30. But I bought a cartridge. They usually have $10 cartridges, and I usually like the mag ones, but they're always sold out. So these are the next best ones I can find for the price. I got Devil Fruit. They're $15 a cartridge, so they're $5 more than the mags. That's why the mags sell out. And the mags taste better too. I ended up buying the pre-rolls, man, because first of all, you get more for your money for the $23. You're getting almost 5 grams instead of just 3, for an eighth. I wanted to get the eighth, but I'm busy, man. I'm gonna be busy today. I'd rather just get that. And then they usually have waxes on sale here at Flower Bowl. And they had this for $8. It's called UK Cheese. It's called Crumble Indica, and I'm excited, bro. It's like I haven't had crumble in a while. I've been getting wax. So, and I brought my battery, thankfully. So I haven't smoked, man. I had that one hit off the wax, but that wax I had it hidden. It was like wrapped up in a piece of wax paper, like that shit you buy, like that cooking paper. I had it on there, and I had it hidden. And it hit me. I'm like, wait a minute, I got that. It was just one hit left, I forgot I had it, but walking to the trash can to throw the packages out. It's funny, that's all they had last time too, was a Boston cartridge. They have the other ones, but I was only trying to spend $40-50, This last $10, so I went and got food. I didn't buy any groceries though. I just bought a Fiji water, a small one, a Red Bull, because I needed caffeine, more caffeine than my coffee. And then I bought one of the gas stations. They have, like, every time you go in there, it smells really fucking good around noon, like 10:30, 11. They cook chicken. And I just bought a chicken strip for $2 and a biscuit for $1 and fucking slapped some honey on it. And had a chicken biscuit sandwich this morning, so that's what I ate today so far. Dude, if you travel as much as I do, you gotta get these, man. You gotta have these, because it's getting too hot with the jacket on, and you just gotta have them, man. You got to. See, now I can ride, and this shit ain't on my back. I didn't bring a backpack, which kind of goes against my judgment call. I always bring one, but I justified it. One, I'm in a hurry. Two, I am not going far from my house. I mean, it's a distance, it's far, but I wanted to ride light, and I was thinking about going to get an SD card from Ollie's right now, but I gotta prioritize. I've been thinking, it's Friday, and this is when I sell a lot of my stuff, and I got a phone call. I got 2 messages yesterday for the fridge, which they never responded back, and then I got a message for some fender flares that I have for sale that came off the truck. Pretty much everything's sold off that truck that has the LS Corvette motor, the truck motor, the LS2. But I got a few things, but all the expensive stuff sold. All I got is like the airbags, the dash, fucking everything else sold, man. But I got the fender flares, and I listed them for $50, 25 a piece. And someone messaged me yesterday about them. I sent him my address and my phone number. I said, yeah, I'll be home. Never got a respond back, so. But, they messaged me late too, and it's Friday, it's the weekend, so I know that people are going to be calling me most likely. And if I'm not around at the house, or if they call me and I'm 2 hours away, I might lose out on a sale, because people are impatient, man. They want their stuff right then and now, And I'm not the only one selling, that stuff on the internet. So, it's better if I'm home, I guess, in a sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. Plus I got all that fucking computer work to do now, which I just did. Listen, 2 weeks, more than that, man. More than that, like this past month, I really liked MX Linux. Because I'm used to using Linux Mint, and Linux Mint's Debian based, it's Ubuntu based, you know, and what's up, man, you alright? MX Linux was, I liked it, and I'm kind of bummed out, but, you know, maybe I have it for a reason, you know, maybe, because Cassini Nova, it's a Arc Linux distribution, which it uses a different package manager, and you know, I think it's more like Fedora Core, you know, more like Red Hat Enterprise. What's up, my G? That old guy, he walks everywhere, man. He's on his little push cart. That guy gets around, dude. Nothing stops him, man. I've seen him in the middle of the fucking winter, dude, just pushing his cart, man, and he goes, man. He don't have no problem, man. Guy's solid. But no, I back to Linux, Cassini Nova. I've never used it before, so I kind of want to use it today and see what it's like. That's why I wanted to use MX Linux, because I'm trying to find a system that's really going to be tailored for me to travel, and be able to do the things I want it to do. And it's got to be a light desktop system. It's got to be really light. Like, it's got to not use any battery power. I'm really thinking about like using damn small Linux and just building my own fucking operating system from source, but I don't have time for that. I don't. And I'm not that good yet either. Like, I'm good, but I'm not, I can build an operating system, but I'm not, it's not my goal, So that Volkswagen is nice. Sounds good too. I haven't even hit this yet. Sounds nice. Looked like a Mexican was driving it. Hey, nice Jetta, man. I've had a couple of them. It sounds good.
Yeah, it's got a bigger turbo on it.
Yeah, I could tell you did a little work to it. I remember, does it have really tall gears in that one?
Fucking automatic.
Hey, at least got turbo. Yeah, automatic, you said. Kind of a waste of money, man. It's pulling in. Maybe he wants to talk for a second. That'd be awesome. That'd be cool if we could take a look at it. Oh, he's going to the barber shop. Hey, dude, it's nice, dude. Look at that. It's nice. Dude, that thing's straight, man, for an automatic.
Oh, yeah.
It's straight, bro. This thing's straight. I'd whip that bitch around. It's, the rims are tucked, the wheels were nice, no rust. Good on gas, even though it's automatic, it'll be a little bit shittier on gas. But that's where people mistake the knowledge too, is you can get better gas mileage with the manual, but most people that drive manuals don't drive manuals the way they're supposed to drive, and they drive like shit, and then they're racing around anyway, so you're not saving any gas, But if you're conscious of it and you roll, you take the car out of gear, and you roll up to the lights, and you're not revving it through every gear, you're shifting that, 2-3 grand, tops, and you're conscious of it, and you can really save gas. You really save a lot of gas, a lot of money actually. And then you also don't, the trans goes, you're stuck on the side of the road, a small car like that, you ain't got to pay $3 grand for a trans, or $2 grand, or whatever it is. $300-400, you can rebuild the trans right there on the side of the freeway, So, well, at least I can. But that's kind of what I'm looking for, something small like that. I have the Metro, but you guys will see. You guys will see. One day at a time, I'm slowly letting you guys into my life, so, I can't, it's hard to just show you guys everything in one day. Plus, that'd be boring. I wouldn't be able to string you guys along. You know, that's what I gotta do. I gotta string you guys along, you know, make you guys want to come back and see what I got going on, you know. I gotta hit this, and it's hard to ride no-handed with the jacket sometimes. It's doing all right today. I'm not used to it. So it's Friday. I got $10 left. I spent 50 on weed, which I already ate. I was only planning on spending 20 on myself anyways. Today for food. I try to spend less than that. I do. And I can. I've done it. It's not hard if you really try. You know. You just gotta go to places, man, that are like. You gotta go to the like bakeries and stuff and like mom and pop shops where like the food is about to expire, you know, like it's still good food, but you know the food's for sale, you know, and I'm eating that food that day anyways, you know. I'm not buying this food to go put in my fridge, you know. I live with God. I'm telling you, man, God, I'm with him every day. He provides every day. I don't fill up my fridge. There's no point. And then even when I go sailing, you know, like these, you know, the most I'm gonna have on my boat at a time is a month of food, you know, because I'm gonna be sailing from port to port. If I'm on the water for, you know, 3 months, 6 months at a time, there's not gonna be 6 months worth of food on that boat. I'm gonna plan a 2-3 week trip to go from one port to the other port, and I'm gonna have enough food to hold me over an extra week or two, more than what the trip should take, just in case for emergency. You know, and that way I always have extra food, and then, you know, I gotta restock, you know, when I get into port. So, you know, there's not gonna be much space on the boat like that, you know, so that's why I live like this too. You have to, but, you know, to save money, that's how you do it, man. If you're on the move, that's how you do it. And you gotta can a lot of stuff, man. That's another thing too. Like my house that I got, not the house that I got now, but the property that I gotta find with the little hut, you know, or like the marina, I gotta make sure it has a nice a galley, a kitchen, you know, like a prep place where, you know, me and Margarita and, you know, whoever I have with me, we can, you know, before we go out on long voyages, you know, and go chase the weather and go visit all these places, we're gonna want to can our own vegetables, you know. I'm gonna probably grow some vegetables, you know, and grow some of my own stuff. That way every year I can it, you know, when I come to Florida or wherever I decide to get the house or houses, you know, maybe one in Mexico, you know, or Margarita, I might get a house in Mexico with Margarita. So, you know, we might go home for the month, you know, like we already done sailed for 4 months, you know, we want to be on land for 2-3 months, you know, and that's the time to grow, you know. We'll time around it. We know growing season's that season, so we know we have to sail and come back and then plant and then let everything grow, and then after, you know, harvest is done, we cut and, you know, package, can, and off we go. That's how I want to live, man. That's what I'm doing. I don't care. That's my life. Even if Margarita doesn't want to stay with me that whole time, I'll go with her, but, you know, if me and her, you know, I'm going to be on the boat. I'm chasing the storms, man. I can't wait to show you guys the shit that I've been learning and the shit I've been finding on the internet, man. This shit's crazy. And like, people talk about it, people are aware of it, but people they're not doing anything about it. Like, I know there is people out there, you know, government's doing about it, but the whole collective, you know, no. That's why I'm doing these videos too. Try not having anybody to talk about this stuff with, and like even on the internet, when I go out over Facebook or like chat rooms, all different types of places, I've been trying to find people to speak about this stuff, and haven't been able to find one. One, I'm not a weatherman, you know, that's part of it, you know. I don't have a fucking weather degree, which, you know, is funny because, you know, you got all these weather people and all these computer people, and I know, you know, I got more experience than them, you know. I wouldn't say I know more than them, but definitely got more experience in life than them, for sure. And that's where my expertise comes in, you know. That's where my YouTube channel is the difference. You know, you can go to all their channels and learn all that stuff, you know, you want to learn, but that's all you're going to learn from them. You're not going to learn, you know, real life situations, real life, you know, real life deals, you know, how to make money, you know, the real way, you know, like, you know, honest way, you know, down to earth people, you know, regular people. You know, I'm not always dealing with, you know, rich people and stuff, you know. I'm dealing with the poor of the poor. Sometimes I'm dealing with fucking criminals, you know. Listen, man, I had somebody the other day try to rob me for a microwave. I'm serious. They tried to play me and get down on me for a microwave, bro. A $50 microwave. What's funny is I put it in the car while they were in the car, knowing they could just take off. And he tried to ask me if I had change. And I was like, no. He's like, well, I need change, you know. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you could just, you know, go to the gas station, you know. And he was like, I ain't got time for that. I'm like, what? You just drove here. Why do you not have time? Why didn't you get change, you know? You know what the price was. So I was like, you know, this is happening as I'm setting the microwave in the car, you know, in his SUV. And this is a guy from, like, he was from Africa. I'm serious. He was like from Jordan or something like that. He had like the flag, you know, and it was hard to understand him too. And I was like, you know, you can just take me to the gas station. He's like, no, I don't want to drive back. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, just drop me off then. I'm like, that's fine. I can walk back. And then, like, you could tell he was thinking, you know. He was like, his eyes widened up, you know. He's like, yeah. I dropped you off. Yeah. I'm like, okay, you know. So I get in the car, and you know, we get to the gas station, man. He just starts acting funny, man. I'm like, you know, he was like, you go. He's like, I go get change, you come with me, you know? I'm like, huh? I'm like, yeah, you know? And you could just tell he was like trying to stall, trying to get me to like go in the gas station or something without paying me the money so he could take off. And I wasn't having it, man. I looked at him, bro. I'm telling you, I looked at him. I'm like, look, bro. I'm like, just go get the money, man. That's what I said. I closed my eyes. I shook my head. I was like, just go get the money, man. I'm like, come on, bro. And he looked at me, you know, like, he knew I knew, you know. And he went and got the money, you know, and you could tell he was like, maybe he didn't have the money, you know what I mean? But you could tell he was kind of mad, you know, like finally, you know, he's like, damn, dude, somebody actually on my level, you know. But some whole ass shit, man. You trying to steal a microwave from me, man? And I was already giving him a deal too. It was a fucking industrial microwave. It was one of those fucking big ass ones. That's why I didn't want it either. It's too big. It took up the whole counter. That's why I sold it. And those things are like fucking $400 for one of those, $500 for those big ass things. It's a commercial grade microwave, man. So they last forever, you know. Those small ones burn out. So yeah, I sold it for $50, and the whole situation was just stupid. Like, bro, like, you know, and it wasted an hour too. Like, he could have just got the change, just gave me the fucking money and rolled out. It only took 5 minutes, like. But here he is playing stupid games, and I'm fucking in this situation because I need the money, you know? Stupid. People are ignorant. And I'm here to point it all out. Every single bit of it. Listen, there's no more ignorance in me. God beat it out of me, man. God done beat it out of me. You think I'm joking? You think I'm lying? Man, wait till you see. That's my average speed actually, 9 miles an hour. Like between 9 and 11. Yeah. Between 9 and 11 was my. So if you think I'm doing 9 miles in an hour, that's not bad. You know, but that's not real world, you know. That's, you know, you got hills and I stop and all that other stuff, you know. But I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna go throw my last $10 in here in the bank. I'm gonna go throw it in my savings, and then, cause it's Friday, I ate. I don't have no food at the house, but you know, I got $10, you know, for now. If I gotta eat, if I don't make no more money tonight, but I'm full, you know, right now. I'm good for till later. Plus it's Friday, you know, I always make good money on the weekends, man. I'm telling you. You'll see. Hopefully this kid buys this truck. I ain't gonna lie. It means I gotta go find the title. And I couldn't find it earlier. Like last week, I couldn't find it. I found the title for the red truck, but I couldn't find the other title. And it's stupid because it should be in my safe. I put everything in my safe, and or maybe I don't know. I don't know if it got mixed up with my dad's paperwork, cause I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I'm gonna go look for that when I get home eventually. So I might have to go to Secretary of State and go fucking get another one, which will cost me money. So yeah, I'm sure the kid's gonna want a title if he buys my truck. And then he has a title too if he wants. He can have the other frame too, man. You know, take it all for the $3,500, man. Just take it all. He'll have 2 titles, a frame, you know, a truck, and an extra frame, man. You know, he can work on, do whatever he wants with it, you know. I don't want to scrap it. It's worth something. Dude, it's a HD 2500 frame that's solid. It's solid. It hasn't been an accident. It hasn't been bent. It's not twisted up. It's not rusted through. You can reinforce it, build it up, you know, and you have a nice, you know, base platform to build up from. You know, and those are big boy trucks. It's not a 1500, it's a 2500 HD. You know, you throw a diesel in there or something, you know, and put it back on the road, you know. Somebody's 2500 that's already out there. It's got, you know, it's got a good drivetrain in it, you know, and everything else is good, but the back of the frame is rusted out. Just swap everything over, you know. Now that girl or dude has a fucking, you know, a nice truck. You know, for good money, you know, they just got a brand new. Listen, man, those big trucks to buy those things, you know, you're talking 50 grand. Talking 50 grand, man, you know, for a nice one, you know, 30 grand just to get into one, you know. A newer one, just to get into one, you're talking 30 G's for a base model, you know. You know, you start getting into the diesel boys, you know, that's when you start hitting 50 grand, you know. You want to get a fully loaded diesel platinum, you're talking $80,000, man. You know, all that money I have, I just spend on a truck. It's crazy. I can't do it. It's going on a boat. And trust me, it's not even a lot for a boat. It's not. I posted on my YouTube channel and Facebook proof I have 76,000 in my Cash App. It's funny. I think that's why the government hacked my phone. I think I'm up to no good or something. It's funny, but I'm not. It's a lot of cash to have in your Cash App, bro. But you know, that's Bitcoin and stuff too. You know, you gotta remember I've been doing Bitcoin, and I'm gonna be doing more Bitcoin. And that's another thing too, is I gotta figure out. There's different Bitcoins from around the countries and stuff, and I've been buying these Bitcoins that you can't use in America too. They're good in other countries, but they're weird, man. I haven't figured out how to cash them out yet. I got like 6-8 grand in these Bitcoins, and you know, I only got a couple $100 invested in it, you know, and I got it in a safe wallet on my phone, but and Trust Wallet, but I got to figure out how to get the money off. And it costs money to do that. too as well, you know, because you got to crunch numbers and stuff. You know, they want their cut, you know, to you know, take the Bitcoin off of the card, out of the wallet, you know. Because then you got to transfer it to a machine and then go get the money from the machine and put it in your bank account, whatever. It's a pain in the ass to do, but it's worth it. And I got to learn it more, you know. It's really important that I have this stuff, you know. And it's funny because I'm learning this as I've been traveling. The more I travel, I've been learning all this stuff, and like I'm kind of getting forced into using this stuff, you know. But I'm on my way home. Once I get home and situate and stuff, you know, settle back, figure out the game plan, I'll let you guys in on it. So y'all take care. See you later.